I have been waiting for this day for at least since I could see the potential of 70 degrees on the weather forecast, so at least a week and a half. And for all of you who have been through the ice and the frozen pipes and the no power, and today is a blessing to be had for sure. So super excited to be. I don't know. I've never golfed 36 holes in one day, but today might be the day to enjoy it. But anyways, let's get talking because I'm a little excited about this topic. Aliens, golf, and God. So in the news, we've landed a robot on the surface of Mars again, and I don't know. It just kind of got me thinking and got me exploring the Bible and thinking about different comparisons in the world and thinking about golf and innovation and different things like that. So I don't know. Let's get started. Here's my first question for you today. Listen, if we discovered alien life in another universe, does that contradict the Bible in any way? And does that change who we are as Christians? I mean, that's a serious question to think about. And so I did some looking and did some digging, and here's what I know. Genesis tells us clearly, God created the heaven and the earth, and or the heavens and the earth, and it didn't include other planets. It didn't, there's no other statements about other things. So I don't know. I mean, you have to leave that. There's really nothing clear in the Bible that says aliens are a part of God's plan or aliens are not part of God's plan. But we'll sum this up here in the end because it'll make so much more sense when we talk about that. And I don't know. So just got to thinking. It's like, okay, so let's say there's another existence out there, like Earth, and God created that, right? Because God is in charge of everything. God is God. He's the creator of the universe. And what if, was there an Adam and Eve? Was it first? Was Earth first? Was Earth second? So what do their beings look like? How do they communicate with God? Do they speak a language? There are so many cool questions to think about. But I just thought about it. Well, okay, so what if he created a second Adam and Eve or something similar to that in their universe? And did they screw it up? Like God's perfect, right? He created a perfect world, and Adam and Eve screwed it up, like any of us would, with free will and free choice. So did they screw it up? And okay, if they did, how did they fix it? Did he send Jesus to fix the world? Did he send? I don't know. It's so cool to think about. Do they have a Bible? What's in their Bible? What lessons can we learn from their? It's so cool when I think about this because listen, why are we even exploring in space? There's multiple reasons why we might be exploring in space: to learn, and some people explore space, especially governments, to be greedy. They want to discover it first. They want to own it. Look at our past. Why did explorers explore? Well, because they couldn't fix a problem in their society, so they wanted to go take over a new society and start over. That's reason number one. Reason number two, some people just have a heart of exploration. They want to learn. How do things work in different parts of the world? How do things work under the sea? How do things work in space? But I think in general, we explore because we want something new. We want to experience something new because what we have, we're not satisfied with. And that I think is the key. Because we're not satisfied with, and we wanna start over. We think about people who move to a new town. Oh, I just want to start over. I want to start fresh. Man, your problems follow you. They just do. You're good and you're bad. It follows you. But why? Because we're human. That's just what we do. So I don't know. It really was intriguing. I want to know. There's so much we could learn. But as human beings, what would happen? What would happen if we were discovered or we discovered alien life form in another world, another existence? Surely we would probably screw that up, right? Our arrogance and our willing to dominate the world and the universe would destroy it. We would attack each other, just like we're doing now in our world. We attack each other, and I would hope that it wouldn't be like that. I would hope that we could learn from their technology and they could learn from our technology. Maybe we discovered early in our existence that there are natural resources that we can use under the earth to help fuel our planet. And maybe they've learned that there are natural resources above the earth somewhere in some form that we can utilize, and we can exchange all the information. Like, we could be beneficial to each other. But we can't do that here. We can't do that here on Earth. How the heck are we going to do it with alien life forms? So I guess my point is, in all this, in any form of exploration, in any form of newness, is we still have to work on ourselves, and we still have to make it work for ourselves, and then we can spread that, because that really is truly the mission of Christianity, right? Is spreading God's love. Oh, this is deep stuff. But here's what I'll say: no matter what we find in the alien life form, if there is out there, is it doesn't really matter, because God is God. God in any form. God is God. In spirit, in heavenly form, in human form, and whatever other planet is out there that has life form, God would be in that form as well. Because if he gave them free will, they would have for sure screwed it up, and they would have needed a savior, and he would have sent the proper form to be that. So that's kind of cool. I make the comparison with this because in the golfing realm, it's very similar. Like, there are so many people that try to innovate new ideas. Like if you want to make money in golf, man, you just start a new training video or a new training aid, or develop new technology to do that, new swing methods. It doesn't matter. Like, people will buy it. Like, it is just because always looking for something new, something better. But really what it comes down to in golf is the 6 inches before the ball and the 6 inches after the ball. Nothing else really matters. If that club face is square coming into the ball and leaving the ball, you got yourself a straight shot. And you can I mean, let's talk Bryson DeChambeau for just a second. Guy is really, really smart. He's one of the smartest guys to pick up a golf club, and he's going to be an innovator for a long time. So what did he do last year? Well, he figured, he just looked at everything and he assessed everything, and he said, if I can gain this amount of weight and I can build my strength to this level, then he could predict how far he could hit the ball. And so he played the long game, and he said, okay, I'm gonna play the odds, and if I can get the ball there in less amount of strokes. But he forgot about the short game. He forgot about the finesse and the things that you lose, and he really neglected to look at the long term and the longevity of his career. When you pack on the weight and you increase the force on your joints and your muscles, your body takes a toll, and we see that in the golf world all the time. Tiger Woods was an innovator and really worked on his strength and flexibility, but his body wore out. It's sad to see, but people try. We always want that advantage. We always want that edge, and we're going to try to get it in different forms where we can. And that's human nature. So I think that when we look at the aliens of golf, the people that come in and try to look at things and do things differently, there's some good that comes out of it. Absolutely, for sure. And look at the Tom Brady. Just took a complete opposite approach. The equivalent of Tom Brady in golf, a 43-year-old playing 20 plus years in the pros, in the NFL, just being abused all the time, would be the equivalent of a 65-year-old still playing on the PGA Tour. I mean, the way that he treats his body is completely different in his training methods, in his rehab methods, the longevity. He's playing that long game, and look what it's done for him. Like, there's just so much we can learn. But that would be the equivalent. Tom Brady in the NFL winning a Super Bowl at 43 is the equivalent of someone in the PGA at 65 winning the U.S. Open. And I believe that it can be done. But it's the approach, and it's that willingness to not cheat nature, but work with it, and it's those innovators that are going to get us there. So the aliens of golf are going to start rising up, and I think it's pretty cool. But really what it comes back to in golf, it comes back to that one thing: the 6 inches before the ball, is 6 inches after the ball. And in Christianity, when we're talking about aliens and different worlds and different things, it really all comes back to one thing: the one true God, and God in 3 forms. And so I don't think it really matters, but I'm looking forward to it. I would really hope that we as human beings don't screw it up if we find alien form. And but you know, history says we will. And it's just interesting as you go through there. So listen, I am super looking forward to today. Grateful that the weather's beautiful, and I hope you all get to enjoy it. And we will see you next week for Golf and God. Thanks.